it's been a long time coming. A long time coming. But, if you ever need motivation on, having a dream and putting in the work and keeping your head down and just being an overbeliever, you can just come and look at Ole Miss women's basketball. We've been working. I've been telling people this day would come. A lot of people believed, some didn't. And we wanted to make a statement today, and I thought we did for the majority of the game. Obviously, we had a slippage at the end, but it was not worth me keeping my players in and allowing them to get injured. I did play Netta more minutes because we're trying to get her back in the groove, and so that was by design. But just really happy for our program, really happy for everybody that is been a part of it. It means a lot to Mississippians, and I've learned that it means a lot to me.
Great. We'll start off with questions in the room.
I mean, going off of that, I know you have the next game up, but
Yeah.
8-year streak without beating them. Was that forefront? Was that a thing you guys talked about, or was it just kind of another team?
Yeah. Well, I want to go on record that I was not here for 8 years. So it only took, no, no, we didn't talk about it. Here's the thing. I told the team that this was an important game, not because of the rivalry. It is an important game because we have now established ourselves that when you play Ole Miss women's basketball, it is an important game. And so I wanted us to act accordingly. I did challenge them to show that last game wasn't a fluke, just to come out and continue to be aggressive. Again, you all know where we're trying to go, and that's the NCAA tournament. And I thought this was a great step in that direction.
You guys started off incredibly hot there. Just how important was that hot start to kind of establish what you guys were trying to do?
Well, our starters know. I mean, it's vital. And one thing that I appreciate from the group that starts, they have taken it personally. They've even been more aggressive in practice, more vocal, more, hey, come on, we gotta continue to grow. Like we need to focus. And I thought we had 2 really good days of practice, and but that start is important because we're gonna need it every time we play. My goal now that is going to keep me up at night is making sure we have no drop off. And I thought for 3 quarters that was the case, but we got a little sloppy in the 4th.
Do you think that, you kind of mentioned earlier the long time coming, but, and you said you obviously weren't here for the 8 years of all that stuff, but for the fan base, kind of how happy are you for them that, you were able to kind of do that and show that maybe Mississippi State isn't the best women's basketball program in the state anymore?
Well, I think we showed who's the best right now, and so that's us. And we plan on doing that again when we go to Starkville. So, but it means a lot. It means a lot for the community. It means a lot we would beat ranked teams every year. Every year I've been here, we've beat ranked teams. And it wasn't enough. Everyone would say, "Oh, well, when are we gonna get those dogs?" That's what people want to know. That's important to people. And I've not been stressed for any game thus far, but this one I was very stressed because it's almost as nothing matters if you can't win this game. So. That's really not true, but it is in some people's eyes. I thought our community came out. I've been really pushing them. I truly believe that unless we have a crowd, we can't consider ourselves to be, a top perennial team in the SEC, and that's something I want to challenge our community to just continue to do.
What was the most kind of impressive part of this win today? Was it all the first half turnovers that y'all forced? Was it the shooting percentage and the good looks that you got for Shakira inside? What really sticks out to you the most from a basketball perspective about this win?
I thought the willingness for, on 37 makes, we had 21 assists. Just the way we shared the ball. I thought that our players understood and really trusted the assignment. We knew that we had a size advantage over Mississippi State. And so As you can see, like to start the game, I was like pounding it inside just because I knew that was our advantage. And so one thing I appreciate from our group is just their willingness to buy into the game plan and follow through with it. And even at halftime, I can hear them talking about, wanting to keep it going. And that's a tournament team, I remember teams coming in here that were like legitimate tournament teams. They would beat us into a pulse, and it would look like it didn't matter, like they were focused on where they were trying to go. Hopefully, if you watch that, you saw my core group be really focused on where we're trying to go.
John brought up the turnovers. Was that the most active you'd seen the press this year, or is that kind of what you expect from the press?
Yeah, well, this game, yes. I was kind of surprised that they struggled with it, so I just never came out of it. And we have a size advantage, so we're bigger and longer. So I thought that we took away vision. Maya Taylor can play. I thought we were able to really take away vision, and she couldn't see the floor. And then you have, Kira in the back, and so we have good size. And so it did what it was supposed to do. I was really happy for that. No, there's no question about it.
What was your reaction to finding out that Danae Carter, a couple-time SEC Freshman of the Week, wasn't playing today, and how much did that change things kind of for you for matchup-wise?
Yeah, it didn't matter at all. She's 5'10", no? It's a freshman. How's she gonna stop the top three, in my opinion, number one draft pick? It's impossible. So it didn't matter to me. They had their guards. They're the ones that fill up the stat sheet every game. It's no disrespect to her, but I mean, our game plan stayed consistent. Whether she was here, it would not have changed. What you saw us do today was what we would have done no matter who they had. You know what I'm saying? It was our defensive game plan. And we expected her to be here all the way up to the start, so it's not like we were going to change it.
Any other questions in the room?
Good to see you in person, man.
Yeah,
You're taller
good to
than I
see you.
thought.
We'll go to Zoom. David, go ahead.
Hey, you mentioned about the strengths this game creates you, but what about the fun level? I mean, in the fourth quarter, Kira's stepping back and she's draining threes. Your bench is erupting. I mean, the game was well in hand by the end. How much fun were y'all having?
Well, we were having a blast. We were having a blast. When she hit that three, we just stared at each other for like 5 seconds because she knew that I was thinking that I knew what she was thinking. I was thinking like, oh, that's what we're doing today. And she was like looking at me like, that's what I'm doing today. So it was like really fun and really cool. And I always give her a hard time about shooting the three ball. So when she went the second time, I just was like, let me get this kid out this game because she's just going crazy on him. We had a blast. It felt good being on the other side of this. And, so we really had a good time.
You kind of shouted out your fans for their support today. I know you weren't really happy last Sunday with the Tennessee crowd. Where were you today in terms of the folks that did come and, there was snow on the ground, stuff like that?
Well, I'm always grateful for the ones that do show up. I just think that the Oxford community needs to jump on this. We are the hottest ticket in town. We're 15-2. We're shooting threes. We have a pro. We're getting out in transition. We're physical. We're aggressive. We need fans. We need new ones. The ones that, my day ones, they've been there. I know them first name basis. But if we're going to keep doing this, we need the support. We need fans to come out and show that they back their women's basketball team, No excuses. No excuses for the fans that are not coming out. And I want to challenge them. I'll give you your money back. You come to the game and you don't feel like we've put out a good product. If you bring your daughter or son and they don't have a good time, I will give you your money back. But we need people, my administration, I need y'all to take care of that. But But we need people to come out and pack the stands and show love to our team. Because when they do, sometimes it's uncomfortable for my ladies because they're not used to it. All of a sudden, they can't hear. You know, they don't know what plays I'm calling. So we need people to come out. And now I'm going to continue to push and educate our fans in Oxford, you know, to come out and support this women's basketball team. Our basketball's legit. We're legit. And our young ladies deserve it.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
Any other questions in the room or on Zoom? Great, thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.